Hey YouTube, I'm back this time with my candle wax and home fragrance empties, really for the month of March, but a little bit into April too. You're gonna see me in this outfit for the next video too, because I'm just filming some stuff back to back today. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with my candle wax and home fragrance empties. As always, I'll start with my Bath & Body Works candles. So the first one that I used up is my 1 of 8. I think I got 8 or 10, something kind of crazy like that I don't normally get. So my first one of the Coconut Lime Verbena candle, I'm so glad this came back out. Really for like the end of winter into spring transition. The packaging is simple enough, but I really appreciate that it actually has coconut and lime on it. I feel like sometimes at Bath & Body Works, that's a bit of an ask, unfortunately, with packaging. So anyway, Coconut Lime Verbena, the key notes are zesty lime juice, creamy coconut, and lemon verbena. It is the exact same Coconut Lime Verbena that we've had kind of off and on, I guess, since what, maybe the late 90s, early 2000s. I love Coconut Lime Verbena. It is different than Coconut Lime Breeze. Coconut Lime Breeze to me smells really just like a perfumey lime, whereas this is more of a balance of coconut and lime together. I also like Coconut Lime Verbena much more because it has a bit of like almost like a dirty or an earthy edge to it. So it's definitely not the forefront of the scent, definitely not, but I kind of like it, and it distinguishes Coconut Lime Verbena from Coconut Lime Breeze in my opinion. So anyway, I'm glad that I purchased a ton of these. I would love to see this come back in body care. That's what I would really love to see too at Bath & Body Works this year. I would repurchase it, would recommend it. The next one I used up is from the winter. This is Iced Cranberry Scone. Fine packaging, it's simple, but you know, whatever, is nice. The key notes are fresh cranberry, crumbly brown sugar, and sweet vanilla. This smells to me pretty much the same as, I don't think it's an exact dupe, but pretty much the same as, what was it, like cranberry pie or something like that, that came out in winter 2020, like for Candle Day. I remember buying one of those. And like I said, I feel like this is a little bit different, but not so much that you really need both. So I liked it. It was kind of a nice kind of wintry berry baked good kind of scent. It was very berry gourmand, and I really enjoyed it. So I don't feel like I need more than one per year, but if a scent like this comes back out for like the winter again or the fall, I will definitely repurchase it. Next one, another one that I bought at Candle Day is Blueberry Sugar. So the packaging looks a little bit janky. So these are like, I don't know if they're foil, but they're almost like stickers. Like there's a texture to them, and with the stars and the text here. I really like Blueberry Sugar. Again, it's one of those things where I only want one per year, then I'm good. The key notes are sweet blueberries, brown sugar, graham cracker crust. So I don't really get a baked scent from this. I more so get like a blueberry hard candy is what it smells like to me. So I burned this probably a little bit more than halfway, and then it started to get not puny wicks. One of the wicks kind of moved and got like uncomfortably close to the side, so I actually had it just kind of live the rest of its life in my crock. I found that from burning and also from the crock, the sticker, like the text and the stars, really started to peel off and get a little bit weird. So I don't really love that. I don't know what's up with that, but it just was a little bit strange to me. So I would repurchase Blueberry Sugar, but in this packaging, it was a little bit weird. So anyway, I hope I don't have this problem next year, but whatever. Okay, the last Bath & Body Works candle I used up is a single wick. I got this in Wicked Apple. This is something I purchased for 75% off at the end of SAS. So I had one of these in the fall. I may have used like a free reward or something to get it. I don't really remember because I typically don't get single wicks. But Wicked Apple, I freaking loved it. So it is in the same vein as Cider Lane. It's not the same. Cider Lane to me is a little bit more mature. Cider, and when I say that, I mean a little bit more like heavier and robust, whereas this to me was a little bit more candy-like. But I think that because we didn't get Cider Lane last year, for some reason, I don't know, I hope it comes back this year, this was really the next best thing. So I really enjoyed Wicked Apple. You know, actually I had it in a 3-wick in the fall, and then I just had the single wick. So even the single wick had pretty good throw. It was pretty strong. I lit it in my bedroom, so it's not a huge room, but you know, it's a fine size for a bedroom, and I think it did just fine. So I would repurchase it. I would really like to see Cider Lane come back, but if this comes back for the fall, I will repurchase Wicked Apple for sure. All right, let's get into some non-Bath & Body Works candles. I used up my last 3-wick. No, this was a 4-wick. From Homeworks, this is in Toasted Vanilla Cupcake. This was pretty yummy. So this smelled definitely like a cooked vanilla, and it was really nice. So I got a bakery note, I got the frosting note. It smelled like it was cooked or caramelized, like it wasn't like fresh or perfumey. It smelled like something you could eat, and it was really nice. So the fragrance notes are vanilla, caramel, sugar, cream, and vanilla bean. I think I purchased this from maybe like TJ Maxx or something like that. And I thought it was nice. So like I said, the fragrance itself was very nice. I feel like Homeworks does good fragrances. Something I kind of want from Homeworks though is a little bit more strength. I tend to be the person who, like, throw me out of the room, please. I want a lot of strength from a candle. And while I feel like Homeworks 4-wicks are nice, they don't quite give me the strength that I'm looking for. So I'll buy them if I find them for cheap or they're discounted or I'm like really into the fragrance. But typically I'll go more of like Bath & Body Works, or I'm really loving my Goose Creek already, or Yankee in certain fragrances. So I would repurchase it, but Homeworks is not a company that I will really spend like full price on. So like I said, if I find it discounted or whatever, I will pick it up if I love the fragrance though. All right, the next one I used up is a Yankee candle. So this is a large tumbler in Vineyard. I don't have any key notes, but Vineyard smells like a, almost like candy-like grape. So not Jolly Rancher, I wouldn't say that. It's a little bit more green than that, but still a very sweet kind of candied grape, and I really love it. So the glass is like a little schmutzy here and then just clean from here. And that's because I burned it to here, and then again, a wick got really close to the edge and kind of started freaking me out. So I just put it in the crock and then the wax popped out. So I really enjoy Vineyard. When I was burning it, it actually did have really good strength and throw. I don't say that about many Yankee candles, but I repurchased Vineyard because number one, I like this fragrance, but number two, it always performs really nicely for me. So Vineyard is always a good one for me. I live near, like kind of near a Yankee outlet, and I can always get these for about like 15 bucks or so. And I always repurchase Vineyard from the outlet. So good. Would repurchase, definitely. The last candle that I used up in the month of March is from Trader Joe's. This is a Honeycrisp Apple. I got this as a gift from somebody who I like did a favor for. And yeah, this was a great candle. It was quite small, but it burned very nicely. And I think that for its size, it actually did have pretty good throw. So because it's a small candle, it wasn't especially strong, but in a small space like my bedroom, it was actually a really nice candle. So Trader Joe's candles are not one of those things that I would like really seek out and go purchase, but for what it's worth, I really did enjoy the Honeycrisp Apple. All right, so let's get into some wax melts. I really didn't burn a whole lot in the month of March. Like, this doesn't feel like a whole lot to me. So I'm wanting to focus a little bit more in April, but toward the end of March especially, I did focus on finishing up some wax melts. So the first one that, oh, I'm throwing stuff. The first one that I finished up is a value pack. This is from Better Homes and Gardens and Vanilla Cookie Crunch. Always a staple in my collection. I already have one more of these. It smells very much so like a vanilla sandwich cookie, always good to mix with things. Occasionally I'll do Vanilla Cookie Crunch by itself, but I typically am going to mix it with something like a floral or like a Mac apple or something like that. So always a staple in my collection. Another one that I have is also from Better Homes and Gardens. This is the Sugared Lavender Twist. I slept on Sugared Lavender Twist for a really long time, but now I actually really enjoy it. It's a good kind of like, for me, almost like a palate cleansing kind of scent. So it says raspberries, orange, red, fig, pink sugar, vanilla, orchid, lavender, vanilla, sugar, and amber. So to me, it just smells like a sweet, sugary lavender. Like, it's not astringent, it's not spa-like per se. But yeah, just a sweet lavender. So I don't know what's up with the Sugared Lavender Twist, but mine always discolor the plastic pretty significantly. But the wax isn't old. It still smells good in the warmer, so I would repurchase it. So I'm pretty sure I've got one already, but if not, I'll definitely go repurchase this soon. All right, the next one that I have is also from Better Homes and Gardens. This is one of my favorites. It's Island Coconut Creamsicles. So if you are a coconut leaves person, like from Bath & Body Works, if you loved coconut leaves, I feel like this is a dupe. So it smells like, even though it says Island Coconut Creamsicle, this doesn't really smell like a coconut I would eat. Like, it's not sweet. To me, it's a little bit more floral and like dry. So I really enjoy it. Again, it doesn't smell like edible to me. It just smells like a really beautiful summery coconut scent, and I really like it. So I do have one of these on backup, and I will repurchase them. All right, next I have a single wax melt from Yankee. This is in Sun Drenched Apricot Rose. Recently I've been neglecting like my single melts and my votives and things like that, so I wanted to focus on them a little bit toward the end of March. So Sun Drenched Apricot Rose is a pretty intense fragrance. I really only melt this when I want something pretty intense. It is just a sweet, in your face kind of floral. So if you don't like florals, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you do, and if you want like a sweet fruity floral, this is it. So just keep in mind that you definitely will get that apricot for sure, but I definitely get more of the floral too. So a good one. It's not something I want all the time because it is intense, but I do enjoy it and I would repurchase it. The last wax melt I used up is one from Goose Creek. This is my first Goose Creek empty ever. This is waffles and ice cream. So I decided to pick this up in a wax melt rather than a candle because I wasn't sure if I would like it. But the thing is, I loved it. It was great. So no key notes. I don't know if I get key notes on Goose Creek stuff, but anyway, it smelled like a vanilla bakery item, like vanilla gourmand. But the thing is, even though it says waffles and ice cream, I didn't get anything like syrupy or heavy or whatever. It just smelled like a vanilla gourmand scent, and I actually really enjoyed it. The waffle almost smelled a little buttery or maybe a little salty, like a little bit more I don't know, like not sweet. It smelled more like substantive, if that makes sense. So, or a little bit more, oh, what's the word I'm thinking about? I don't know, like not sweet, but anyway, here I am an English teacher. I cannot find my words. But anyway, savory, that's, hello, English language, savory. So this smells very savory to me, and I actually quite enjoyed it because it was good to mix with other things. Like the other vanilla scents I have are like vanilla ice cream and vanilla buttercream and vanilla cookie crunch and whatever. And I liked this because it was more of a savory vanilla scent, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm not going to purchase it in a 3-week, but only because I think I'm going to purchase multiples of these in the wax melt. So I think I paid about $3 or $4 for this, and I got 6 melts out of it, which I thought was pretty good. So loved it, would repurchase it, but I think I will specifically purchase this in wax melts so that I can mix it with things. So love it. Good savory vanilla scent. The very last thing that I used up is a Yankee Candle Concentrated Room Spray. This is Strawberry Lemon Ice. Strawberry Lemon Ice is always a favorite of mine from Yankee. It smells like exactly what it sounds like, so just a iced strawberry lemon. I mean, yeah, it's really good. So love it, would repurchase it. Okay, so with that, I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place, but with that, that is my candle, wax, and home fragrance empties for the month of March 2022. Hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, I'll be back in this exact outfit pretty soon with my beauty empties for the month also, so definitely stay tuned. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Schoolhouse of Iron. I'll put that down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.